Hey, you guys, welcome back to Just Some Thoughts. Thoughts of today is slow down, pay attention, be mindful. This is proof right here. I'm sitting here sewing, got the yoga mat and everything, doing yoga, sewing, everything, getting back into, a lot of my business back up, right? Been sewing since 2020. I have poked myself on the fingers and shit like that with safety pins, cushion pins, and shit like that, but never have I ever stabbed myself with some fucking scissors in my palm, under, over here. It's a little, it's tender, and I'm just like, what the fuck I was I thinking of to stab myself like that? But then I'm all spiritual, and I go look this shit up too, and it's like it deals with the emotions, the heart. And I was like, okay. And it's like, be mindful. I said, okay, that makes sense. I wasn't paying attention, and I probably was supposed to be doing something else. I was supposed to be doing content and shit like that. But I was like, let me just get back into my bonnets because people been asking, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, I gotta get back to perfecting my craft, my skill. I sew, and I've sewed like a little bit in high school, had sewing class 101, stuff like that, and I enjoyed it. And so I got back into it during the Rona season and end up, creating my business. And I'm just like, was that a spiritual attack? I don't know. But you know what? I'm not going to claim it. I refuse to claim it. I refuse. If anything, if any negative energy has came my way, I transmute that shit to money. Stop playing with me. Because what I'm not going to do is play these games and like not act like I don't know what I'm doing. I've been sewing for 5 fucking years. Plus, if you want to include high school. How, Sway? How? But it's just saying, be mindful, slow down first. Pay attention and be mindful of what you're doing, even if you're in the present moment. And I was in the present moment. I was like, I was listening to some on YouTube, just listening to content and stuff like that in podcasts, like I usually do when I get into my sewing and doing stuff like that. But that's just like, I just pray that, it ain't that serious. Like, that shit was deep. I ain't never got stabbed like that from no goddamn scissors in my palm, under my thumb. And then, with me being in anatomy and shit like that, taking anatomy, physiology 1 and 2, trying to get the words out, that, there are a lot of veins in the fucking hand. You got to be careful. Any work that you do with your hand, be careful. But that's just some thoughts. I will see y'all later.